Welcome back to the show. My name's Mark Nixon, and man, do I have a show for you today. The top stories is Pierre Poilievre's next 3 rallies. I'm going to show them to you. You're not going to want to miss this one. And more conservative signs are getting vandalized. It's becoming a national issue, with the #1 place where signs are getting vandalized is the radicalized BC. And the carbon tax has been removed. You are not going to believe what people are saying and doing. And Mark Carney plans on building 1 home per minute in Canada without missing a minute, a plan that has never been achieved before in Canada. And a new day, a new scandal for Mark Carney. Oh man, this report is going to be absolutely awesome. Before I begin, make sure you smash that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and let's get into it. Let's go. First, we're going to start off with the theme of today's show. It is elbows up, Canada. And this is what the Liberals mean when they say elbows up. Let's go. Poilievre is going to be hosting a rally in Kingston, Ontario today. It's going to be absolutely massive. If you're not following the Pleb Reporter, he is actually doing a live feed today. You could watch it live. And it's going to be an entertaining report, I'm sure of it. Check out how big this building is that this rally is going to take place in. It is a gigantic warehouse. It is absolutely massive. Look at the Pleb Reporter. He posted the venue for Pierre Poilievre tonight in Kingston. Huge. I'm really wondering how many people could fit in this building. It looks like you could easily fit over 7,000 people. I don't know how many people are going to be there, but based on the last, just in PEI, which is a small area with a small amount of population, they were able to bring in 3,000 people to their rally. And what I absolutely loved was that bus that drove straight into the rally. It was absolutely epic. So I wonder if they're going to be able to roll that bus into this building. It looks like it's achievable, and I will be reporting on it probably tomorrow. And guess who's riding? This rally is taking place in Mark Carney. Oh man, I just can't wait to see his tears coming out of his eyes when he looks at how huge, and this is a liberal area, very liberal. So when they see the crowd of conservatives taking over this liberal riding, Mark Carney is going to be shedding tears galore. And I absolutely love this comment. Is Mark Carney going to be parking cars at this event? Oh, yeah. And we have Canadian Disnard that just uploaded what it looks like inside this rally. For anyone that's interested, check out how this looks. It looks absolutely epic. And tomorrow night, April 3rd, Thursday night in Oshawa, if you're in the area, check out where the rally is taking place in a literal air hangar. That's right. It is huge. Imagine, just imagine this. Pierre Poilievre took his massive jetliner and rolled it into this rally. Wouldn't that just be insane? It is getting so huge, these rallies across the country. They're taking up spaces in air hangars. And I've been telling everybody, it's a matter of time before Pierre Poilievre starts booking arenas across Canada. And for those of you that want to know how to do it, just click on their conservative website and you could register for these rallies across the country. We're going to move on. On Saturday, Pierre Poilievre is going to Penticton, and you are not going to believe the size of this event in a city of only 38,000. Here it is. I posted it earlier today. It is a ginormous, the biggest warehouse in the city is getting rented out. He could have done the arena, but I believe this building is bigger than the arena in Penticton. That's right. So if you're in the area, you should definitely attend the Penticton rally. Let's take a look at a closer picture. This thing is actually humongous. Check out the view of this thing. As I mentioned before, there's 38,850 people, but I'm sure there's going to be people driving in from Kelowna, Vernon. There's probably all of the Okinawans going to try to make this event. And guess what? They're going to be able to host all those people. And I can't wait to report on how many people actually showed up to this massive warehouse. And if you want to know when the next conservative rally and event is taking place, go to the conservative.ca/events website. As of right now, PEI happened yesterday. Today is the Kingston rally in Ontario. The next one's Oshawa in Ontario. And then he's going to Penticton on Saturday, April 5th. So I don't know what the next one will be, but I will be reporting for everybody so that you don't miss your chance to go to a rally. They are energetic. Our next story, conservative signs across the country are getting vandalized. Check out Angus Ross's sign. He is running in the riding in Victoria, and this is absolutely unacceptable. BC is the most unhinged province. We're seeing these types of signs getting destroyed across the province. And guess what? This is what I think we should do. Anytime we see a conservative candidate get their sign destroyed, we go onto social media and we blow up their accounts. And that is exactly what I have been doing. So you can see this morning, this is what I did. It says, a sign vandalized, time to blow up this account. Angus Ross is a conservative patriot running to flip Victoria and take down woke NDP Laurel Collins. She is so freaking woke, and we need a conservative to win that riding, and it is Angus Ross. And his sign just got vandalized. So that's when we come in and we make it go viral. So I did the post, and check out how many followers Angus had. 43, including myself. And let's just take a look at what happened in just 3 hours of time. And man, you guys are absolutely awesome out there. Keep up the solid work, because these people need our support. In just 3 hours, he has gained 800 new followers, and that is insane. If this continues, he will be at 2,000 followers by the time I wake up tomorrow morning. Everybody that has followed him, you are absolutely awesome. Share the word. Anybody that vandalizes a conservative campaign, that's it. We're blowing these people's account. That's how we fight back, and we make sure that they remain visible to the public. Here's another stack of signs that are obviously conservatives. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been searching the internet to see if I could find NDP or liberal signs that are in the same condition as the conservative signs, and I'm not seeing anything. So if you've seen any liberal signs that's been vandalized, message me, send me a picture. I'd like to see it, but I haven't been able to find any. And yesterday there was another sign. It was Raquel Punzalan. I hope I said that correctly, but look at her sign, how it got cut out. This is in the Winnipeg North riding. What did I do? Immediately when I saw that sign destroyed, I went and posted on my social media, meet Raquel, conservative candidate, Winnipeg North. She's a lawyer and has her own law firm. Her sign was vandalized. This is an attack on democracy, and that is exactly what this is. So when I made the post, she had 257 followers, and I said, let's blow up her account. I actually haven't checked to see where her account is today. Let's take a look at what she's at. Not bad. Actually, I think the gentleman in Victoria is going to do a lot better. He's already on a good start. But Raquel, she's already at 813. So that's not too shabby. That's like a 300% increase in her follower count. Go follow Raquel when you have a chance. Here we have Stephen Curran. His sign was also vandalized. He's North Vancouver, and this is what somebody did. They knocked it straight down. If you see a conservative sign that's knocked down like this, go ahead and try to put it back up. That's the right thing to do. And here's another one, but this one's in Ottawa, I believe. Yeah, Ottawa South. You know, I don't know why people are doing this. It just doesn't have that good look. And here's the other signs. You know, this is absolutely atrocious. It's happening across Canada. So I'd like to see this stop immediately. But what we're doing is we're fighting back by giving a follow to all of these people that are getting attacked. And here's the last one, because we got to move on, because the next subject I'm going to show everybody is next level. You guys are going to absolutely love it. It's unreal. But we have Frank Caputo. This guy is a Canadian patriot. I don't understand why people are doing this. This guy has done so much for this country so far, and I really hope that Canadians re-elect Frank Caputo. Let's move on. This leads me to the theme of today's video, the elbows up crowd. And guess where the elbows up crowd has been coming out in forces? It's for the removal of this carbon tax, and you are not going to believe what they're doing, and I can't wait to show you. We're going to start things off with Mona Fortier, a Liberal candidate. And I wrote, OMG, please, just please make it stop. The Liberals spent the last 6 years saying 8 out of 10 Canadians are better off with this crippling carbon taxes. And now they're celebrating at lower gas prices. It should have never have gone up in the first place. We lost a decade of prosperity because of this insanity. Let's take a look at this video.
Hello, Ottawa, Vanier, Gloucester. It's a big day today. It's the first day that we see that the carbon tax has been cancelled. So if you watched yesterday, it was $1.54 to fill your tank, and today we're at $1.34.9 to fill your tank, which makes a big difference in your pockets. So we're happy to see that Mark Carney's team is moving forward with cutting the carbon tax for consumers. And we will, of course, continue to roll out what else we'll be doing for Canadians during this election.
She doesn't even know what else they're doing. But guess what? They're the ones that imposed the carbon tax in the first place, making life so unaffordable. And now they're celebrating that they removed it. This has to be a joke. Let's move to the next one. Before I show you another post, I just want to remind everybody, for 6 straight years, the Liberals were telling us that we get more money in our pockets than what the carbon you're paying into carbon tax. This is a friendly reminder before I show you the next one. Here's Mark.
Good news, kids.
Holland.
You can take a summer fun time vacation where you're locked in a car for 10 consecutive days, nonstop with no bathroom breaks, and the Conservatives have a plan for you to have that summertime fun. And the cost? Give up the future of the planet, right? Don't worry, kids, about climate change. Don't worry about taking action on the planet. Enjoy your 10 hours in the car and let the planet burn.
Who remembers this? It was so embarrassing that, you know, defending this carbon tax. If you remove the carbon tax, the result of that the entire planet is going to burn. That's the party we're talking about. And now they removed it. And you have all of these Liberals on social media blowing up saying, we love you, Mark Carney. Thanks for making our gas prices come down. You can't make any of this stuff up. And for example, look at this Rod guy on X. He's like, gas prices in Edmonton just dropped 20 cents a liter. Thanks, PM Mark Carney, for scrapping the carbon tax. A Liberal government puts more money in your pockets for what matters most, your family. Are you joking me? Just so that people are aware, the price of gasoline in Burnaby, BC right now is $1.80.9. I filled up this morning at $1.89. So those savings that they're talking about, they only reduced the price 10 cents from where it was before. I thought the carbon tax was 17.9 cents. So they're still gouging us, specifically in BC. I've heard prices, the lowest prices in Canada, that are close to $1.10. So those are the prices that people should be paying. All of the rest of the prices all goes towards taxes. This is just a friendly reminder for all the liberals out there that are thanking Mark Carney for removing the carbon tax. This is the exact same thing as thanking your abuser for stopping abusing you. It is absolutely absurd. And yeah, the carbon tax is not canceled at all. It's just removed from the consumer side, but the industrial side is still in place, meaning all of those prices are still going to be going up from the carbon tax, and it's going to be paid by you when you purchase things. I'm going to show you a short clip, and this is what should terrify everybody. This is the type of people that are voting for the Liberals in Canada. It's straight up delusional. Check this out.
If there was one reason other than sort of tradition and habit, one reason you like Mark Carney, what would it be?
It's to stand up to Trump. That's my biggest issue, standing up to Trump.
Now, Trump tweeted something unusual the other day. He tweeted that he sort of prefers Carney being the PM, and I didn't understand that.
I didn't believe
So
that.
you think that was like disinformation?
I had an argument with my neighbor who thinks that that's true, and I don't. I think that's just Trump. Trump just throwing it out there to mess up things, but no.
So a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, I don't think that he really wants to deal with Carney, and I think he knows that he's got Poilievre. He's under his thumb. Yeah. I think Poilievre would I think he'd sell our country off.
In what way? What's your fear?
Thinking he can deal with Trump and make trades on things. I think he'd sell off our resources, our water, things like that.
Enriching our country? OMG. Like, this is the type of delusionalness across this country. It's for real. This is what people are saying. You know who's going to sell our country out? It's Mark Carney that is so conflicted. He has so much conflict with pipelines. His company, Brookfield, is the leading company for a pipeline, the Colonial Pipeline, which is the largest pipeline in the U.S., shipping 100 million barrels of oil across the U.S. every single day. If that is not a conflict of interest, I don't even know what is. And if we have 4 more years of woke socialism in Canada, Canada will be absolutely finished. It will be unrecognizable, and we won't even recognize the country that we live in. That is why it is crucial that every single person goes out and votes. I posted this yesterday. You could now vote in Canada. So there is absolutely zero reason why you can't go out and vote right now. Why wait? The early voting stations are open, and this is the most important election in Canadian history. All you have to do is go to this elections.ca website, and then you put in your location and a map. Let's just say Metro Town, Burnaby. Then you click on it, find, and all of these, check out all the X's. All the X's on the map are early voting stations. You just need to go in between the hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. and cast your vote. Why wait? Go ahead and cast your vote now. We need every single Canadian to vote in this election. So I have no idea why people are voting for Mark Carney. He is conflicted like crazy, and that's why he is Donald Trump's favorite candidate. And I talked about yesterday. So if you haven't seen the video yesterday, Mark Carney is conflicted like crazy with this Colonial Pipeline that Brookfield is near finalizing for $10 billion in the US. If Brookfield actually wins this bid, I'll guarantee you there'll be no more pipelines in Canada, because there's no chance in hell he would want to compete with his own pipelines because he has a financial interest in them. And this brings me to our top story tonight. A new day, a new scandal for Mark Carney. And this is actually unbelievable. Breaking news. Uncovered reports reveal that Mark Carney's old firm, Brookfield, runs 4 businesses out of the Bermuda bike shop address. He launched a $25 billion green slush fund in this tax haven. Carney still won't come clean about his financial interests. What is he hiding? Check this out. It is actually incredible. Inside this building right here is a bike shop, and this is the address of these 4 registered businesses which he's laundering money in and through. This is incredible. And we get Mark Carney literally copy Pierre Poilievre's speeches word for word. You are not going to believe this one. Let's take a look.
Canadians have built this great country on the idea that if you work hard, like the people here at New Flyer, if you work hard, you should be able to afford a good life. A good job that covers the bills. Have a good home in a welcoming and safe community.
You can't make any of this stuff up. He copies all of Pierre Poilievre's policies, and now he's copying his speeches. Holy. And we're going to end with this. Mark Carney plans on building 1 home per minute. That's 500,000 homes in a year in Canada. And he's promising that he's going to be able to get it done. Here's the thing. It doesn't really matter if he builds 1 million homes per year or 2 million homes per year, because if they bring in 5 million people in 2 years, you're going to have to build a lot more than 500,000. And Mark Carney teamed up with Century Initiative friend Mark Wiseman that wants to see Canada's population explode to 100 million by the end of this century. And take a look, when in 2020 is when Mark Carney became the economic advisor of the Liberal government, and right after he became the advisor, our population absolutely exploded. There's almost zero chance that the Liberals actually deliver their 500,000 homes per year, but even if they did, they're going to flood the country with immigration, so it really doesn't matter. This election is going to be the biggest election in Canadian history, and the Conservatives have already said that they're going to reject the Century Initiative, and they're going to bring immigration levels down so that our housing could catch back up. Yeah, it's common sense. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, help that algorithm, and we'll see you on the next show. Let's go.